Luton Town are a club like no other, whether it's their history.
Definitely always been a family-stroke-community club.
Their struggles off the pitch with points deductions.
How much was going on behind the scenes, the levels that it had got to.
Or the joys of being back in the top flight of English football.
And it's hard. It's the toughest league in the world.
We'll look at the fall and the rise of Luton Town Football Club. Luton Town are one club with a rich history, as ex-captain Alan West remembers.
Transferred to Luton, getting promoted, so things were really great. Really, I was very fortunate. So I stayed at Luton, about 8-9 years. Yeah.
Oh, into the net! Well, Moss will get the credit, but that must go down as an own goal.
I was from the north. I had no idea where Luton was until I got here. I've been here for 50 years, so it just shows you never know what life brings.
Out comes Corrigan. Dropping for Jimmy Ryan, it's a good one. Jimmy Ryan must have got it. Andy King might have got a touch. But Ryan did so well. The driven corner.
I enjoyed my time at Luton. I had, as I said, 8 to 9 really good years, and it's definitely always been a family-stroke-community club where the fans really matter, the town really matters, the people that run the club now and back then are people that are really passionate about Luton Town.
Luton Town commentator Simon Oxley reflects on some of his best experiences with the club.
Yeah, I mean, I think, even going back to those sort of days, even in the, in the 80s, very early 90s, just something like the plastic pitch. I mean, I'm sure, a lot of supporters will have played on the pitch, and that you don't get that opportunity, often, on a basic grass pitch.
A local club with community as its centrepiece.
It was a big community feel because you could go and rock up and hire the pitch out, and I can remember playing for the newspaper I was at the time, and we had it hired out a Friday afternoon. Liverpool were training there because they were playing there the next day, and we took great delight in effectively booting Liverpool off to go and play our game because we'd hired it. Those are the sort of things. Sometimes you could be go and play on the pitch, and you were on after Liverpool. It was you were doing exactly as they were doing.
But on the 3rd of June 2008, that close-knit community would be challenged.
Football fans have been reacting to the news that Luton Town faces 50 charges of breaching FA rules.
Those accused include the former chairman and 2 current directors. Neil Bradford reports.
Through the barricades, silence at Kenilworth Road. No one prepared to open up, no one prepared to talk. And is it any wonder the club faces a total of 50 charges from the FA? At stake, not only the club's reputation, but its future.
Alan West reflects.
It was very sad because I don't think it had ever happened before and never happened since. But it was a betrayal in one sense because to dock a club 30 points it killed the club. I mean, to dock a team 6 points or 10 points or whatever, maybe. But that amount, you just can't recover from that, and that just damaged the club for many, many years, as you know, as I know, as people that are interested in Luton know. So I think it was a very bad move by the league.
The decision by the FA and the Football League to charge the club would be very unpopular, with many fans demanding answers, not for what's happening on the pitch, but instead what's happening off it. As Simon Oxley explains.
I don't think, we perhaps appreciated how much was going on behind the scenes, the levels that it had got to. Clearly those who were involved in trying to save the club were, absolutely aware. And I think, there had been some sort of indication when the club was sold to John Gurney, that things weren't right, and that sort of galvanised people to sort of come forward and, make their feelings known.
and the fans would let their feelings very much known. Following the 30-point deduction, it would put Luton at the bottom of the football pyramid, where they remained and were relegated to the non-league for the first time in their history. Although this is no ordinary club, and after being stuck in the 5th tier of English football for 5 years, the Hatters made their return. New owners with a new plan, 2020, with back-to-back promotions from League 2 to League 1 and up to the Championship under Nathan Jones and Mick Harford. The club were just one step away from the Premier League.
It was just a fantastic day, and never forget it. I'll actually never forget that day. It was, I think it was almost a day of almost disbelief.
But I think looking back, it's an amazing occasion, really. I think because of the way it, penalties, and it went on forever, didn't it? Who's going to miss? And it was, and then you start thinking, blimey, now it's the Premier League.
A footballing fairy tale with a club that hit rock bottom, rightly returning to where they belong and doing the town proud.
And Luton have I think they've done amazing. They really have. I know they're in the bottom 3 still, and it's going to be very tough because I try to be a realist. I'm an optimist, but I'm a realist. And it's hard. It's the toughest league in the world.
I think to survive, because they've got within, they're in a position where they can do that. It's obviously going to be hugely difficult, and as we sit here, they've still got games at Arsenal, Tottenham, Manchester City to come. So home games are going to be key. I think they've, really believe they can do it.
A club with a point to prove. Luton Town are back.
John gets it, Sean scores right at the end. Crawley Wood Road, it's Luke Berry.
A team where so few words mean so much.
They're inspirational.
Orange.
Unpredictable.
Family.
Resilient.
Determined.
Home.
Fearless.
Unstoppable.